The anticipated 2023 Masters Tournament is coming soon, and guess who will be allowed on the field of this prestigious tournament? The answer? LIV players! That's right, Augusta National Golf Club is inviting players from the Breakaway Tour based on criteria qualifications in an effort to rebuild the virtue and legacy of golf among professionals. But of course, not everyone, if anyone at all, is having it. We're sure you want to get to the details of this juicy news, so stay with us till the end of this video as we take you through everything you need to know about the Masters' bold move. You're probably wondering why the PGA Tour and DP Tour have completely cut ties with LIV players. But other major events like the Masters, the US Open, PGA Championship, and British Open are yet to. Well, the already mentioned golf circuits do not hold any affiliation with the PGA Tour, so the PGA sanctions on defectors do not apply to them. The majors are therefore their own entities. The Masters is one of professional golf's most recognized tournaments. But how exactly does a player become eligible? They have various criteria, including Masters champions, US Open, the Open, or US PGA champions in the past 5 years, the Players' Championship winners in the past 3 years, the current Olympic gold medalist, reigning British, Asia Pacific, Latin America, and US amateur champions. It actually gets even more complicated. The first 12 players in the previous year's Masters tournament, ties inclusive, the first 4 players of the previous year's US Open Championship and British Open Championship, ties inclusive, are also awarded an invitation to the Masters tournament. There are also invitation slots for the first 4 players, including ties, from the previous year's PGA Championship, the top 50 ranking golfers on the final official world golf ranking for the previous calendar year, and the 50 leaders on the official world golf ranking published during the week prior to the current Masters tournament. Clearly, these are a lot of invitation slots, so it's hardly surprised that some players who recently defected to LIV fall into this category. In fact, 16 of all the LIV golf players live up to these criteria and hence are eligible to be invited to participate in the 2023 Masters Tournament. A few of the LIV golf players that will be invited include Cameron Smith, the winner of the Open 2022, Dustin Johnson, 2020 Masters winner and winner of 6 World Golf Championships, Louis Oosthuizen is also runner-up for 4 major championships and the PGA Championship in 2017 and 2021. Among the invitees, we also have the oldest major championship winner in history, Phil Mickelson, who already has 3 Masters titles, alongside 36 professional wins in international tournaments. And there's Bubba Watson, winner of the 2012 and 2014 Masters tournaments, Charles Schwartzel, winner of the Masters tournament in 2011, and the 2 World Championship winner Patrick Reed, who of course won the Masters in 2018. Even Sergio Garcia won his green jacket in 2017. Bryson DeChambeau, an 8-time winner on the PGA Tour and the 2020 US Open champion, also makes the list alongside Brooks Koepka, the former world number 1, and first golfer in history to hold back-to-back titles in 2 majors. Taylor Gooch, Harold Varner III, Jason Kokrak, Kevin Na, Abraham Ancer, and Louis Oosthuizen are all LIV members who are currently ranked in the top 50 of the official world golf ranking, indicating that they will be invited to Augusta. Now that you know who's eligible to be invited to the upcoming Masters, the question looming is if Augusta National made the right decision. Opinions are divided on the matter, with the majority against the decision in sight of the PGA Tour's suspension of every player who defected. However, LIV golfers and fans expectedly cheered the recent decision, and some have a few things to say about that. DeChambeau, the Crushers GC captain, spoke to the Golf Channel and said, "As long as you match the tournament committee's standards, you should be able to participate. I feel they made the correct choice. This Masters will be one of the most interesting in recent memory." While some are very happy and grateful, a group called 9/11 Families United, representing the families and friends of the affected 9/11 victims and survivors, have now approached Augusta with a petition to reverse its decision. The group has recently been writing to American LIV players expressing their acrimony for their defect to the Saudi-funded series, but now step up to protest against Augusta National to reverse its policy. The Masters chairman, Fred Ridley, made a statement in response to the protest against Augusta National Golf Club that the entry criteria for 2023 will remain the same, with any possible future changes announced in April. Sticking with the pre-existing rules and inviting all qualified golfers without making an exemption is the right thing Augusta National can do to maintain its integrity with golfers, because as long as a golfer qualifies for a tournament, withdrawing an invitation from a golfer would not stop golfers from joining whichever tour they like. Golfers should have the liberty to make their choices. Ridley said that the invitations to the 2023 Masters Tournament will be sent out this week, and the event is scheduled for April 6th to the 9th, 2023. Ridley's statement explains how the tournament has been going on for years like a yearly ritual among golfers. Since its start in 1934, the Masters Tournament has served to enhance the game of golf. Over the years, legends of the game have competed and won at Augusta National Golf Club. They have shown respect for those who had gone before them and paved the way for future generations. They've made golf better. Regrettably, recent acts have splintered men's professional golf by reducing the game's qualities and the significant legacies of those who founded it. Although we are disheartened by these developments, our priority is to continue the tradition of bringing together a world-class group of players in April. As a result, as invites are given out this week, we will invite individuals who meet our existing eligibility standards to participate in the 2023 Masters Tournament. This is definitely not what any of the group members were expecting to get in response to their plea. However, the perspective of the Masters remained neutral. Whether LIV is good or bad for golf, these golfers have qualified to compete for the green jacket. The response from the representing group was rather of a threat than a plea, though. They weren't having any of it, and they let their disdain be known through their letters previously sent to the agents of Mickelson, Johnson, Reed, Bryson DeChambeau, and Kevin Na in June that read, quote, Saudis included Osama bin Laden and 15 of the 19 September 11 terrorists. The Saudis only created LIV to attempt to make the world forget who they are and what they have done, especially in their part in 9/11. Anyone who honestly promised to, quote, never forget, should be shocked by these players' decision to put money ahead of their own nation. On behalf of 9/11 Families United, we are requesting that Augusta National rethink its policy of welcoming LIV golfers. If they are greeted with open arms, we will be protesting at their front door in April. End quote. They really aren't taking it lightly, and one can understand, given the tragedy of the 9/11 attack. It was an awful event. But do some believe that those who fund LIV should be tainted with the same brush? Or are they honestly making a force for change? Leave your comments below.